What's going on, everybody? Richie here, Hybrid Athletics. Got another quick tip for you. Today I want to talk about getting the most out of each and every single one of your reps and why maybe you shouldn't be concerned with how many reps you're doing in each set. Before you're concerned with how many reps you can do, you're going to have to do a couple key things. One, you're going to have to make sure you're doing every single rep with immaculate form. Perfect form. This means you need to have full range of motion. This means there should be a slight pause at the bottom and the top of the rep. This means that you're doing every single rep in a controlled fashion. That's the first key thing that you're going to have to do. The second thing is you're going to have to make sure that all your muscles are firing. Especially important in calisthenics and bodyweight training is that our body works as a chain. It's not a whole lot of isolation moves. For example, we know that push-ups target the chest and the shoulders and the triceps. That's pretty common knowledge. What a lot of people don't take into consideration is that your entire body should be engaged. And to a certain degree, push-ups will even involve your biceps, your entire upper back, and your shoulder girdle is engaged to make sure that you have full stability throughout the movement. Your core is active in a plank position, which means that also your glutes should be active, your hips, your quads, head to toe tension. The more tense you are from your fingertips all the way down to your toes, the more efficient the move is going to be and the more you're going to get out of it. Then you're going to have to make sure that you're making the move as hard as possible on yourself. And what I mean by this is that you're not cheating out of any reps. You're engaging all these muscles, you got everything firing, you're using full range of motion. Make the move as difficult as possible on yourself. You know, you hear a lot of people say they can do 50 push-ups, but I've actually very rarely seen someone do 50 correct push-ups. That's why when somebody talks about how many reps they do, you know, I don't care, because I don't know if they're doing it to my standard. I don't really care about the number. I care about getting the most out of each and every single rep. You'll see people say they can do 20 pull-ups, and then they jump on the bar, and what are they doing? You know? That's not a pull-up. Not to me, it's not. My pull-up is dead hang, scapular retract, pull all the way up, pause slightly, control down, back to a dead hang. You know, that's a pull-up to me. So everyone's going to have these different standards, but at the end of the day, if you're not doing the move with perfect form, you're only robbing yourself out of gains. You're cheating yourself. Don't be the guy that's just trying to hit a number but sacrificing form. You're losing when you do that. So after you could do those things and you know you're going for quality over quantity, you're making the move as hard as possible on yourself, you have all the muscles engaged and firing, and you're using your body as a chain and as a circuit. Once you could do those things and you know that you hold your reps to a certain standard that you have to meet, that's when you can worry about how many reps you can do. Now, I'm not saying that every single rep has to be perfect all the time. At the end of my sets, I always have 3 reps at least that are not of the highest quality, but I love those reps. I feel like those are the ones where the money's made. So I'll do as many as I can with perfect form. My form starts to deteriorate, crank out 3 more. Once you start losing the form, get a few extra ones. That's how you really fatigue the muscle. That's how I fatigue the muscle. And I feel like that's what helps me to progress. So if I could hit 17 and the last 3 were bad, it's all good. I'll still count that 17 because I know when I hit 20, I'll have hit 17 perfect ones and then maybe the last 3 are bad. But we're just going to keep on going up from there. So that's the quick tip. Get the most out of all your reps. Make sure you're doing those things before you worry about how many. Don't be the guy that sacrifices form for a number. Quality over quantity. That's the bottom line. That's how you get the most. I hope you liked that. If you did, go ahead and leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification icon. Follow me on Instagram at richie.vi. And if you got any questions or comments, leave them in the box below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Till next time, this is Richie with Hybrid Athletics, training for life.